Hello everybody and welcome to another video, and today's video we're going to be doing half cash mode. Now, this mode is kind of rough because, well, you literally have half cash, so you don't really have all the resources that you need to, beat a map. I mean, you can definitely beat it, but it's just like, it's going to be a bit harder because you need money for upgrades, and yeah, those upgrades are kind of hard to get, or pretty annoying to get. So I'm going to be giving you guys a strategy on how to do this. Now, if you want to beat this really easily, I do recommend, if you don't really care about your Insta-Monkeys, I just recommend just to use them because this is probably like one of the best modes to straight up just use them because they'll. I mean, if you put like a tier 4 down, it's probably gonna beat like majority of the game. But other than that, um, the actual strategy that I'm gonna be using is gonna be one where it's gonna be pretty simple. It's not gonna be anything rough. You can use it for all the different strats. I do have some monkey knowledge and stuff, so I won't. I'll probably be willing to part with some lives, especially since I have shields and stuff and spikes at the end. But other than that, like, you should be able to clear this pretty fine. It's okay to like lose some lives. It's not like you have to clear. It's not like impoppable or chimps. It's okay to lose a few lives because the goal here is to play for the long game, which is the end game. So don't be worried if you lose lives. It's okay. It's okay to lose a few lives. So yeah, those guys went through, and I actually can't believe I still don't have enough for Sada. Okay, so I'm gonna get Sada immediately. So Sada is gonna be like the main carry for like a majority of this game. Sadly that passed through, but that's okay. I mean, we have shield still, but yeah, we should be good for a bit. There should be no issues because we're kind of just going through this pretty easily. For now, the main focus is just to get enough cash to be able to actually focus on a few towers, and I'll be focusing mainly on like the boomerang monkey because, in my opinion, he's pretty versatile in this, especially the fact that you need cheaper towers. So I won't be going for like, let's say, like the Apache that I would usually do in like chimps mode. In this game, I'm probably gonna be focused on more of the cheaper towers. So such as going for boomerang monkey. I will be for sure getting things that can make these guys attack camo. Ideally, I want to go for a monkey sub with submergent support, but you can't do that for every single strat. So we're just gonna just do village for this round, just because I think if I just do the sub, it's kind of cheating, and it's not really showing that like you could use it on every single map. So yeah, that's my goal. And luckily, we don't have to worry too much about camos for early game because we have Sada, and Sada can detect camo, I believe, at level. Uh, Never mind, she detects it at level 1. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I really recommend using Sada for this. Sada is one of the cheaper heroes and definitely will help you throughout most of the half cash modes. So yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys in one moment when we kind of get like a little set up. Um, it's not too bad, especially since the early game's not bad. The main concern would probably be like the MOAB round. All right, so I've returned and we're on the MOAB round. So I mean, I so far just focused on more glaives, and then I'm working on actually a recursive cluster that is actually stronger than you would think. And I'm not too worried about this. We should be good because now Sada will just clear it all. So just make sure you focus and have the ability at ready because you will not be able to clear. I mean, you could just get bigger bombs, which actually I should be doing to deal more damage. But yeah, for right now, just focus on kind of just bolstering your defenses. I feel like having just these two guys are is pretty solid. I would recommend getting at least one more other tower. You don't really need to go beyond a tier 4 for this because they're pretty strong. They're not weak. Um, but do make sure to get camo pretty soon because soon Sada will not be able to handle the camos. So you don't really have to worry too much about camo detection for a bit, luckily. But yeah, I'll just grab that. Technically, if you really wanted to optimize more, you could just get the village and get the bottom tiers. But to be quite honest, it's not like it's good, but you don't really. It's not really necessary. And I feel like the money that you spend on this could be spent somewhere else because you realistically you only have to focus on a few towers in this game. So it's not really something that I find worth buying unless you're trying to like min-maxing, like let's say Ninja Monkeys. Yeah, it's not generally that worth it. Like you could just get, one Grandmaster Ninja and Shinobi Tactics, but it is also really expensive in this mode, so I wouldn't really recommend it as a strategy. But you can. It's your game. You could do whatever you would like. It is, I mean, that's the joy of this game. It's to find out the things that work and the things that don't work. Trial and error. So now we're gonna get recursive cluster. This is probably gonna basically help a lot in this game. I do recommend definitely getting a glue gunner. I mean, it's one of the single-handedly most important towers in the game, especially since you need to slow these guys down. So as you can see, like it basically cleared that blimp pretty easily. And with when you get like MOAB glue and eventually the better upgrades for the glue gunner, you should be able to clear this pretty easily because the strongest is a ZOMG. So unless if you're fighting like DDTs, this strategy probably won't work, but you're not going to be fighting DDTs. It only goes up to around 80, and the strongest thing you'll fight is a Oh my god. I think that's what they call them. I don't know. That's like I'm not too sure about the lingo half the time, so my apologies. But yeah, this should be good. This is basically it for the strategy. You don't really need to do too much. This is this is my strat. If you don't want to use Sada, or if there's like, let's say like there's a map where it's not like you don't have like a good curve like this, like I think one of the maps has like is like an ice path that goes down and curves. I just recommend getting like maybe like get one of those turning points and just having Sada there. You don't really she can clear out stuff pretty easily, so you don't really need to be too stressed about it. Sada kind of works on a lot of maps, and even if it's like a path that it just goes straight, you could just probably put Sada honestly kind of near the front, or at least where the uh when the map starts to turn like this, like let's say like there's an L, you can put Sada like right here, and then she'll get rid of like all the balloons there. So you don't need to get like the perfect circle if you're like worried about that. But yeah, this is essentially it. Like I don't really see them passing. Um, if you're worried about your defenses still, I actually don't recommend getting tier 5s because they're really expensive. And yeah, you could get super glue, or yeah, super glue, and that will make this game basically trivial because they can't move. But yeah, you don't really need to do too much. And by the way, the strategy really works for this strategy works for beginner maps. I wouldn't really recommend this for intermediates, especially, or it works for some intermediates, but not all of them. I'd be careful because in this game, especially, when you get to the harder maps, it really needs, like, you can do it with certain towers, but it becomes harder because you have to optimize way more. And you also might be wondering why I might not be doing like, farming strategies such as banana farm or maybe like merchantmen if that's your taste, or basically anything that generates cash. It's just honestly way too expensive. For the payoff to actually pay off, it takes way too long and it's just not worth it. Um, like I could only see you maybe doing like a balloon trap like right here. Like I just got a balloon trap. Um, that would make it kind of worth it, but ultimately it is still way too expensive to become worth doing, and especially how you can see like I'm not really making that much money. 170, I believe. Yeah, 112. That's like that's essentially nothing. Like I'm not really making any money, so I wouldn't really recommend a farming strategy. And sure, you could probably use farms, and you'll obviously make your money back, but it just takes way too long. So would just recommend just going just buying cheap towers and just clearing it. And yeah, the main purpose of this mode isn't really to last as long as possible. It's really just to clear it. Anyways, I'm probably gonna just pause this and get to like round 80, and then we'll just clear that out. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, so I'm kind of just popping back around 79 or 78. So yeah, as you can see, like I think I bought this guy at like round 72 and I'm barely made 2,000 with this guy, which don't get me wrong, it's not bad because I am making my money back, but it really just isn't worth it, as you can see. Yeah, but I did get the primary mentoring just to get, more ability range, and just more, yeah, more stuff for these guys basically. Just try to get stuff that buffs these two because these guys are really really strong. You don't have to get the alchemist and put it there. You could probably put it right here just so it can focus these two guys. But yeah, I mean this is a pretty easy strategy. There's not really much that can you have to really do for this, especially since you don't have to get to around 100. Especially, I mean, compared to like chimps or impoppable. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty easy strat. It's Yeah, I'd definitely say this is definitely it's not bad, but like if you don't specifically don't like doing it like you don't want to like optimize like this or you just don't want to do that, you could just use Insta-Monkeys. But yeah, I mean easy maps are pretty easy. I'd say for the harder maps you probably should just use the Insta-Monkeys. I mean they're there for a reason. You might as well use them. You're not really going to be using it in other modes, is what I would say. So I mean it's kind of on your preference. Yeah, I'd say like for example, this guy on Alpine runs, probably put like Sada like right here or something, or here, or just any kind of corner that you can find. This is probably a good spot actually, and then obviously Sada would be like in one of these pockets. Yeah, but generally for easy maps, you're gonna have a spot for Sada. I'd say probably this map would be like the most annoying because it's not really a solid spot. I'd say maybe like right here, this corner, this corner, this corner. Probably this corner though, because you want to just get rid of them at the beginning. And I mean, yeah. For this, I mean, kind of your preference here. Honestly, probably this spot because it does a bunch of eights. But yeah, and this one, yeah, you got some good spots. But yeah, I mean that's about it. This strategy isn't that difficult to do it. Even I had my reservations on doing this. I don't really like this mode that much because I feel like I just like buying upgrades. I like upgrading stuff and seeing my things get stronger. So that's my opinion. But yeah, this is my I don't know tip strategy thing for this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully this is helpful in for half cash. I'm probably might not even I might do the intermediate ones, but I also have to do the chimps modes for these and other things. I'm definitely not going to do advanced because I don't know. I just feel like I don't really have strategies for this. I'd probably just look at Reddit and I feel like I'm not comfortable in posting a strategy that's not mine. That's just my opinion. I mean, that's stealing essentially. But yeah, so I mean, that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.